So I am the understudy slash swing for Marcia, Brigitte, and Louisa.
I'm the understudy for Marta and Gretel.
What's your name?
And I'm Harper. My name's Ruby Caramore, and I play the role of Marta.
I'm Ollie, and I'm the understudy for Kurt and Friedrich.
I'm Eli, and I play Friedrich.
I'm Ben, and I play Kurt.
Hi, I'm Hattie Mack, and I play the role of Brigitte.
Hi, I'm Ava. I play Louisa.
Could be she or she. And we have one more who just arrived. Say your name.
Hi, I'm Lucy, and I play Gretel.
Okay, great. Thank you for letting us introduce ourselves. So we're ready for the second question.
Wonderful. Who has our second question? All right.
My name is Daisy, and my question is, what is the most important lesson you learned from your experience as a young actor?
Who would like to take that? Hattie Mack, would you?
Sure.
Okay, great. Come a little closer.
Well, one of the most important lessons I have learned on tour so far is that whenever you're on the stage or behind the scenes, you're not always just sitting there. You're also having a great experience with your friends, and they just become like your family, and then you create a wonderful experience together. Even in tough times, we have all different emotions together, and it's just great to have them supporting us and always around us.
Great. Sorry, we're gonna just try to increase the volume. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Let's try this. Okay, who's got our third question? All right. All right, nice and loud.
My name is Aaron, and my question for you guys is that how do you balance school and your acting commitments, and what advice do you have for others?
You want to take that one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Coming a little closer.
So I'm in high school. I'm a junior, and it's definitely a little tough because you're doing high school level courses on top of a full tour schedule. But I would say that the main thing is organization. You really have to know what in the day you have to get done, and devote time. It helps that we have Miss T, but definitely devote time to work and the show. So I try to get everything done in the morning so that the rest of the day I can just focus on the show.
Okay, thank you.
Has our fourth question. All right, I'm gonna come by you so you can get the microphone. Okay. Nice and loud.
Hello, my name is Pedro, and I have a question for an understudy. How do you keep the characters and their lines straight when you're performing?
All right, we'll let Ollie and Harper, you'll have an older actor and a younger actor answer that. So Ollie?
So it's it's kind of different for all people. It's like some people have different ways of doing it. Like Molly, she keeps notes and keeps it color coordinated. Like she has her own notebook and stuff. I personally, I kind of write down some of the blocking that I need to know in my script, with a different highlighter for each character. And it's kind of just muscle memory for me. It's if I ever need to if I ever need to switch quickly, I just have it in my brain because I don't, it's muscle memory.
Great. And Harper, how do you handle two understudy parts?
I write it down, and then it gets into my brain really quickly if I just watch it once. And I've watched it so many times, then I know I could know even more people's parts than just mine. I just watch it so much that I know it.
Yeah.
Sounds like lots of practice.
Yes.
All right. Do we have more questions? Who's next? All right, let me come over here. Okay.
Hi, my name is Eva, and my question is, what helps you keep your energy up during rehearsals and performances?
Who has an answer that would like to answer? Ben?
Something that helps me keep my energy during performances is it's kind of a hard question. I guess just talking to people because that will like just stimulate my brain and keep me awake, I guess. Yeah. So.
Eli, do you want to answer that as well?
Oh, well, a lot of sleeping helps me keep my energy, which is kind of interesting, and just getting downtime and time to be alone for myself. Even though we're all like one big group of besties, sometimes you just gotta be alone for a moment to get your energy back. And Starbucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially.
Your love songs. No.
Ruby, do you want to answer that one?
I have nothing.
All right, we'll wait for another question.
Nothing.
Okay, Lucy.
What helps me is being quiet but crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for sharing. All right, I think we have a couple more questions. Here, let's see.
I'm Alexandra. What's something you've learned from being on tour?
Ruby, you want to answer? Anyone else can jump in?
You like travel a lot and you don't well it's fun. You like travel like every other week and that's it.
Who else would like to answer? Chime in. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we don't. Then you. Okay. One thing you have to learn is how to, like, be resourceful with your stuff because you have to pack up every, like week. So you have to learn how to like have not too much stuff, but like just enough to keep you going.
Great.
Also, it's like you can't get too comfortable like with where you are. Like you can't get too attached to like a city, especially if we're only there for a week. Because we were just in Durham, North Carolina, and it was really cool. But I knew I couldn't get too attached because I'm leaving in that week.
What were some of the cities that you have visited?
All right, Hattie. Hattie
Well,
Mack?
well, this is just the beginning of our tour, but we've been to a couple different cities so far. We've been to DC, Utica, New York. We've been to North Carolina, like Ollie said, and our latest place was Dayton, Ohio, and now we are in Chicago. And so we'll have many more cities to go in the future, and we're so excited to keep going.
And we did rehearsals in New York City too.
Yes.
Which that was a really cool experience.
Yeah.
We Broadway shows a lot, like
Yeah.
the rehearsals.
Uh-huh.
And can I say one thing
Yeah.
about what I've learned from
Yeah.
everyone? So I've always been interested in music and stuff. I mean, I've always done theater, but I never expected myself to be able to do it professionally at this age. But for me, I always wrote music, and so I wanted to be a musician if theater was not. Those are the two paths that I wanted to take. And both of those involve touring. So I feel like from this, I've definitely learned like how to kind of focus on not getting distracted by my surroundings and focus on the show. And then during the day, enjoy, oh, well, we're in Chicago. Let's go see like the Bean or something like that, So you kind of just have to, just a good balance is really important.
All right, we have another question.
We started listening to some of the songs. What's your guys' like favorite song?
Molly, we'll just have to go down the way.
Oh, can you hold on?
Okay.
Wait, yeah.
Okay, Harper, what's your favorite song?
This show.
Yep.
I don't know.
Favorite show?
I know.
Great, go ahead and see.
I like Do Re Mi and So Long Farewell. I like The Lonely Goat Herd. So Long Farewell. Yeah.
Climb Every Mountain, even though we don't sing. I have like a couple. I have like Climb Every Mountain. I also like 16 going on 17. And then I also really like Goat Herd. Yeah. my favorite.
My favorite to perform is probably Lonely Goat Herd, but my favorite to like listen to is No Way to Stop It.
I love How Can Love Survive. That's definitely my favorite.
One of my favorites is probably Favorite Things because it actually makes me feel better whenever I'm having a bad day, and it makes me very happy and it makes me smile. I'd probably say Sad Music Recaps.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I was gonna say that, I think.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing those. Who else has a question? All right, let me come over by Keegan. All right.
So when you're practicing, do you stay at the theater all day, or do you go like to a hotel room, or do you have breaks like throughout the day?
So wait. I think multiple people could probably do this.
Yeah, of course.
The way that our I guess schedule with the tours worked is that the first month that we were rehearsing without doing the show or anything when we were in New York City, we did full like rehearsals, learned the whole show, and then ran it a few times. And then the tech process is that we kind of do that on stage in one of the cities that we're supposed to be in so that we can kind of see what it's like with the sets, the costumes, everything else. The lighting, yeah. So that everyone can figure out, like, we had to get lighting design, all this stuff. So it's really interesting. So now we're at the point where we don't necessarily really have rehearsals. We've done the show so many times that it's like it's just in our brain and we go every night and we just do it again and again. So during the day we kind of just are at our hotel or we get to explore whatever, and then we show up to the theater about at half hour. If we need to warm up, we'll show up a little bit earlier. And then we just do our show. But
Can I add on to that?
Yeah, for the understudies, they
So for us understudies, we have had some rehearsals throughout the process, and so we would also have put in. So in DC, we had a full week of like rehearsals in the studio that they had right in the theater like campus, and so then we would do that, and then like a couple days later, we would have a put-in rehearsal. And then that was basically just a tech, like an actual show with costumes, hair, mic, and everything. And then we got to do that for all of our characters. And the day would go honestly how we would do that rehearsal, and then we had school, then we'd have a dinner break, and then we'd go back for the show.
Sounds like a very busy day. All right, we have another question.
Hi, my name's Nisa. I have a question for you. Do you have any special routines you use to help you prepare for before going on stage?
Well, we warm up before every show to get our voices warmed up and ready for the show, so we don't have any voice cracks on stage or anything. But a lot of us have different routines that we do just by ourselves before we even head to the theater. I'm not sure what they are, but if anybody wants to share,
I
sure.
don't want to answer too many questions, but I definitely have one. Is
Yeah,
that okay?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm very specific about like my whole voice routine. Right now I haven't done it, so you can hear that. But I steamed my voice like in the morning. I steam my voice for 20 minutes, and then I vocal rest for 20 minutes. And then I use a nebulizer, which actually has cold steam, and so that's different. I just use that for a bit while I do my makeup or I put my hair up, whatever. And then I'm actually wigged for the show, so I have to do my pin curls and stuff. I'm the only kid that's wigged. And then let me think, I have other things I do. Oh, there's this like herbal, like, oh, how do I explain it? It's like a syrup, and it's like I got it off of like Amazon, and I was like, I don't know if I should take this because it's just like in like a weird bottle, and I was like, wait, this is kind of a little bit like, should I take this or should I not trust this? But it's the best thing for your voice, and like every single professional singer uses it. And I don't know what it's called, but I'm sure if you look up weird singer syrup bottle thing, so that's what I do.
Anyone else have any rituals or routines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, well, for the understudies, since we're like backstage in like our holding area all show, this isn't like a before the show routine, but this is like some traditions that we have. So the girl who plays like Liesel, like sometimes she like runs to do a quick change. So we always cheer her on in some different way. And then like we always like dance the bows at the end and we just like have a fun time. And we do it every show. It's like a tradition.
Also, Maria does this with all the kids, like backstage. There's the song "No Way to Stop It" with Elsa and Max and Captain, and we kind of made a performance to it. So.
Yeah, it's pretty popular. So yeah, every night they'll do that in our holding area. It's a lot of fun.
Sounds like it. Any other questions?
My name is Abiel, and I have a question for the understudy. What is it like learning two roles?
Let's see, Harper, you want to chime in?
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard. It's you, it's just hard.
Do you learn one first, or are you trying to do them both at the same time?
Both at the same time when I'm practicing lines. And but usually I do them like separately.
So what I did during like city rehearsals is like some days I would have like some days I would have like a Friedrich day, some days I would have like a Kurt day, and then some days when it's like kind of like a neutral song where we both do something similar, I do like something I have something for both. And during music rehearsals, the music director Jonathan, he would like tell the understudies, oh, today can you focus on Kurt? Oh, today can you focus on Friedrich? So today can you focus on Martha, Gretel? So it's just like some days I have like different days for both the characters, but also some days I'm like there's a stage manager desk and I go up to watch the show from the monitor since I can't see it from where we are backstage and just kind of follow our tracking.
Also, so I covered 3 roles. I haven't gotten really a chance to practice Marta because that's kind of like one of the roles that I would lesser play if I ever play that role. But I kind of just every day, like they have said, I choose somebody to either watch or look at my notes. But also Ava helps me out with this one. She gave me an idea. It's like a Google Doc sheet, and then you write all the lyrics on one side, and then you color code what your character is on the other side and all their blocking.
Sounds like lots of different strategies to help with multiple roles. Do you have any more questions?
Um, oh, my name is Angel. How does it feel to be so young getting into like the music career thing? Yeah.
All right, we'll let our youngest actors answer that first. What's it like getting into it? What was your first? Maybe tell them first.
I did so my sister was starting her acting career and she was in a musical Waitress and she was like a girl named Lulu or something. Yeah. And then my sister had like an agent and they called out to me and then I did some movies and then I did my first musical last year and
What was that?
I was in Grinch and I was in Doolittle and I had a lot of lines like because I was like in the whole show and it was really hard to memorize them. But I got a good rehearsal time to memorize those lines. And now that I'm in Sound and Music, I have way more shows. Before I had only 37 shows. Now I have like 200 or something. And but I have a lot less lines, but also I have more shows, so it's kind of stressing.
Ruby, you want to add to that?
Well, my first professional show was probably Annie. I was in Annie and I played the role of Molly, and then I did something at Busch Gardens, and then I got here, and it's kind of different from my my theater company at home, and they have like bigger audience. Like really just in our theater company we have just like a few, like 40 seats maybe, but it's not that big, but it was fun. But this is probably going to be one of my favorite shows I've been doing so far. My first professional show was Frozen, and I was an understudy for young Anna, and my and then I did Annie, and I was Molly, and then I did this. Well, yeah.
Any other questions from our students? Any other ones that have come up? When you're traveling, are you with your family or are you just together as a theater group?
So,
Eli and Ben will answer that.
I'm with my family. I'm traveling with my dad, it's gonna be my mom and my little brother. And my dad, he works from home, so he's gonna come and visit and like stay up with us if it's more than 2 weeks in one place. No, if it's more than a week in one place. And sometimes my older brother and sister might come and visit me. But
And then Eli, this is his hometown, so tell us what it's been like.
Right now in Chicago, I'm from Chicago. I'm staying at my house. So I'm staying at my house in Chicago right now, but with both my parents. But usually I would be with my parents would switch off, and sometimes like my aunt or my grandparents would come to help out. Yeah.
Ava, and then Hattie Mac, maybe talk about how it was during rehearsals, because that was interesting
Oh, okay.
with your army.
Yeah, so the rule is since we're all under 18, we have to have a guardian with us since we're not adults. So that's a union rule, I'm pretty sure. And so everyone has to have one guardian, but we all switch out. So like for me, it's a little bit different. My mom stays with me the whole time, and then my dad comes and goes, similar to Ben.
Yeah, that's
But then for some people, like they have guardians switch out. So like your mom could be here one week, your dad could be here another. You could have an aunt or a family friend or something like that, just an adult to be with you and take you to and from practice.
Well, my mom is going to be here for most of the time, but right now my grandparents are here, and it's just a matter of when your parents need to go home or need to stay here, because they do so much for us. Sometimes they need a break to go back home and visit their friends because they have a life too. And I'm just very happy that my mom and all of my family are so supportive and that they can do this experience with me, and they support me so much.
That's amazing. Sounds like a really big family commitment.
Yes.
I think we do have another question.
My name is Natalie, and my question is, what's your least favorite part about acting?
Oh,
All right, okay, Eli.
For me, I mean, of course, it's probably the most important part of acting, but for me, I do not like auditioning. I mean, I love the callback process and the rehearsal process, but for me, the self-tapes, they're like my worst enemy for some reason. They're just like, I don't know, they're just like, yeah.
All right, Ben's gonna add. Ruby, anyone else?
My least favorite is probably I don't like doing long rehearsal days, which is literally what we did rehearsals for 8 hours a day. And they made it really fun, but before that I wouldn't have liked it because normal theaters don't really make it as fun as they did for this. So
Yep.
I really don't like putting on the microphones. Like the past few shows I've been in, like they had to tape the microphone on my neck, and I've gotten like rashes and that, and it just. But this show, they don't tape anything for me. They just clip it in, so I'm really glad. But the past few shows, I did not like putting my mic in my hair.
Anyone else? Yeah, Harper?
I don't like taking the mic off. I'm fine with putting it on, but I don't like taking it off.
Yeah, like for me, it's like to sing with Eli. It's like auditions are so stressful because you have to like kind of like pretend to be friends with everybody because it's like when you're with the casting. Well, in the auditions, not in real life, but like in the casting, you're like in front of agents, so it's like you have to be like, hey, you can't be like, you know,
Yeah.
you have to be like, but you also have to be like locked in at the same time.
You can't act
like
nervous.
yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I mean,
You play cards.
yeah.
It's my parents. But yeah, you kind of have to socialize.
And then forget to be like, I like microphones.
I hate doing my hair also.
Oh yeah.
It's so annoying it falls like right now.
And curls, my worst enemy. I can never do them. I always try it. My mom's like, I'm gonna need to take this over.
Cold out.
Oh, I think I could add a little bit onto that. But for the audition process for this one, the one part that I didn't very much enjoy is that the casting director would call us up in front of everyone. And the casting director would call us up in front of everyone and say, "Hey, can you stay?" or "Hey, can you go home?" And it's like,
because like
that gives me the nerves.
that's
Like,
it
it's
comes
not
to all that.
in a bad way, but it just wasn't my favorite.
It's better than announcing to everybody.
It's not like the worst, but it's still like it was so sad because
They would like announce, they would like whisper it in your ear, and then you would like watch the kids' expressions, and some of them would be like,
so
and
sad.
then some of them would be like normal, and then some of them would be like,
And some people cried coming out of it. It was so sad.
Yeah, because
we
we were
like
literally
backpack and leave.
all the kids were in the room together. Some people had their suitcases because they like flew like hours to get here, and then they're like Ollie, and then you call up and you whisper like you're staying, you're going, and then like it's the saddest. It's like sad, but it's like
Because kids were just like walk back to their parents and pick up their backpack and just leave. And it was like,
Yeah.
like just like that.
Right.
Wow.
Sounds like it can be a stressful experience, but sounds like you're also having a lot of fun.
Yes, for sure.
Well, I think we are out of questions. But thank you so much for taking the time out of your very busy day to talk to us about your experience at The Sound of Music. And we wish you all the best, and I hope you enjoy Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Bye.